Hey guys, today is February the 11th and I am 6 months post-op with Dr. Crane in San Francisco. I had a radial forearm free flap phalloplasty, and I chose to have a scrotum and a vagectomy, and so I came out of surgery fine. I had no pain, no complications, no issues. When I got out of the hospital and went home, I felt a pain when I got into the bed in the vagectomy incision and found a little hole, not in the incision itself, but beyond it towards the anus. And so what that did was, when it was time to urinate, urine came through it, so I had to plug it with my finger so I could urinate through the phallus. About 6 weeks post-op, I believe it was, maybe even before then, that healed up, and I've been standing in peeing since then. I did not have any issues. I took care of myself. I got my ducks in a row. I balanced my mind, body, and soul as best as I could. I was at peace, knowing that what things could happen, knowing there could be complications, knowing that it's a very long surgery, something could happen during the surgery, and I just felt very peaceful about everything and took that into the surgery room with me, and it kind of rolled off on everybody else. Even my doctor, or Dr. Crane, said him and Dr. Chen really felt it come from me, and just put everybody at peace, I guess, and everything went well. I was worried, not worried, but we were red flagged with my Hashimoto's, only because I heal very slow with Hashimoto's, but that didn't even come into play in this surgery. I healed in fact, I healed ahead of time, and people have asked me, so what have you done? What did you do different than everybody? I don't know what everybody else does. I do know a year prior to my surgery that I started cutting out things that were hindering me physically, such as flour products. I had migraines and I would get clusters of them. So what that meant is, when one migraine would stop, I'd finally get rid of it, another one would start, and I'd usually get like 5 in a row. And it could be triggered from heat or whatever, but what I found was the gluten really triggers my headaches. So I cut down flour, I cut out dairy products for the most part. We still consume cheese to a point, and some half and half for my coffee when I want it sweet. We did cut out the white sugar. I have replaced my sugar with stevia or coconut palm sugar. I do use honey once in a while, but honey really changes the flavor of things, so it's certain things that I'll use with it. We started juicing. I started eating a lot of salads with anything I wanted on them. I would stack it with seeds and nuts and some dry cranberries, dry cherries, olives, pickles if I wanted them. I didn't limit myself, but I ate big salads, and that just, I dropped almost 30 pounds before surgery, and it just was a rolling effect into my surgery and recovery. My arm, so radial forearm free flap is where they take the actual skin that's going to be your phallus from your arm, and they will take I don't know if you can see it, they will take a artery and a nerve from there, and they take the artery where it branches off. So this incision can be any length and different from guy to guy depending on where their artery branches off. The nerve is used to hook to the clitoris nerve. The nerve is dead once they cut it. Okay, the nerve's alive from the brain to that point, but from the point where they cut it and stripped it from me, that sheath of vein was dead as far as the nerve, was dead as far as functioning. But what they do use it for is to hook it up to the clitoris nerve, and the clitoris nerve will grow through that sheath of the nerve from my arm. So I think it grows like an inch, maybe not that much, a month or something like that. So it takes a long time to get some sensation. I do have at the top of my penis, if you run your hand to the tip, it feels like a pin prick. Someone's pricking me. So that's the nerve, and it goes all the way to the tip. Now, as far as touching, hey, Aspen, excuse me a minute. Hey, Aspen, she's a turd. As far as touching my penis anywhere, I cannot feel it. I've read incidences where it's taken a couple years to get full sensation. I'm really not worried about it right now. The main thing for me was to have to be able to stand and pee, and to get rid of the vaginal female stuff on me and in me, and get rid of all that stuff and close it all up. Not to have any female genitalia at all. The scrotum still really kind of bothers me because it still looks like lips in a way, but I'm scheduled June 3rd to get my testicular implants, and I'm also going to go for an erection device, and I'm going to go for the malleable rod. The reason why I chose the rod was because I didn't want to. The pump doesn't last as long from what all the research is and all the reviews, but I didn't want to have to inflate, and deflate. I didn't want to do that. I wanted some girth also, so the rod, take into consideration that it will be in me for a while, and not break down as quickly. And another thing is, it'll give me just the right enough girth that I want, that I feel like I'm solid there. And of course, when ready to penetrate, then I can do that too. I like the fact that I can move and put my penis where I want to, how I want it to lay in my briefs. I wear boxer briefs, jockey long leg boxer briefs, and the reason why I wear those is because I can pick the pocket and push it around my phallus and my scrotum right now, and it will hold it there for a good day. And they feel the most comfortable in the gym and stuff. I don't have to worry about my phallus running down my leg and people being able to see it, because the legs stay as tight on your legs. They don't get all stretched out. So they're $14 to $18 for 2 pairs, but they're well worth it. A lot of guys have given me hints, and I appreciate that. I'm going to stay with these for now until I have my testicular implant surgery and see how it goes. The biological male, the penis lays in front because of the scrotum. So the legs, the penis is never dangling down the leg like this, to where a trans man before implant surgery, when he first comes out of the phallus surgery, he's all swollen, so it kind of lays out like this, just like a biological male. But sorry about that. When that swelling goes down from the surgery, your phallus drops straight down, period. So when you try to pick up and lay it, you need something to go under here and hold it up there. It's just going to fall down. So when I get the implants, I should have that scrotum picking that phallus, my penis up, and keeping it away from my legs. But the erection rod is going to give it enough firmness. Right now at the base, you can just pinch it, it goes flat. The tip of it's got a little bit more girth to it, but you can just wobble it. It does this. I'm not even going to try to penetrate with it. My wife and I were okay with that. She just had a couple surgeries herself. She just beat breast cancer, and her last surgery is going to be in June when mine is. So we've kind of got some things that hit us, and we're just going hand in hand and not worried about, all the other stuff. Everything will come in time. We're just trying to stay healthy and continue our healthy way of eating, and just constantly being positive in our life. Tony was very, very fortunate and blessed that she did not have to do any chemo or radiation, but she does have to take an estrogen blocker because the cancer fed off of her estrogen. So we have to watch for soy products in her diet and that kind of things. So we actually were challenged with a few things this past year or so. But other than that, my skin graft on my leg, everything looks just a faint pink. I did have 2 dark lines. They're still dark. My incisions are really dark purple. Where he did the glands 3 weeks post-op, he took the skin from my brief line, or where your line of your briefs go, or your, for women, panties, he took about this much, this long, and about 1 inch deep, and about this wide of skin to do my glands. That will itch really bad at night when I'm laying flat and don't have anything on it. But yeah, time will just continue to heal. My glands look good. My phallus looks good. It's working properly. I'm very happy with everything. I just go out now and, now that I found the jockey boxer briefs that I can wear and it holds everything in place, I really don't have to worry about it. That was one of the things that I dealt with every day, was it running down my leg and having to move it when I'm in pants so it doesn't bulge in the middle on my inner thigh and me pinch it with my thigh and all that stuff. I don't know if anybody's had any of that, but that was my situation. Every individual's different, and so what works for one person may not work for another. I have an average size penis. I didn't need anything for me any bigger, so I'm satisfied with the outcome of everything, and just want to face this next surgery, get it done with, and move on from there. So I hope all of you are taking it easy, making good choices for yourself, and main thing is, always remember, take it one day at a time. The things you can't change, relax, take a big breath and let them go, and change what you can. The only thing you can change in uncontrollable circumstances is how you react to them. So just remember that. Always try to make the best decisions and choices for your journey, because you want to make it as simple as possible. We'll talk to you later. Bye.